Welcome back, new viewers and gamers. It's time for the finale to the Kirby from the Forgotten Land Switch 2 edition, Star Across Worlds, and today we're going to do the Ultimate Cup Z EX. Not just any Ultimate Cup Z, but of the EX variety. So let's talk to this here Waddle Dee and begin. Welcome to the Coliseum. If you're here to enter a tournament, you came to the right spot. The Ultimate Cup Z. We're against pretty much the same bosses, but some of them are crystallized and have slightly different attack patterns. Well, that's about it. You've entered the Ultimate Cup Z EX. This will be the ultimate extra tournament, a dangerous event with powered-up foes. Because it takes place in a chaotic, meteor-charged Coliseum, I can't commentate on the fight. Oh, bullshit, yes you can. But, good luck, Kirby. I won't need luck. Now entered in tournament. I don't remember that being there with the other Ultimate Cups. Anyways, it's time to fight, this is the sloth-looking ass, armadillo first. Hey, Aaron, how you doing today? This is gonna be fun beating him up. I'm gonna hit him with his ranged attacks. Anytime, just like in the base game, anytime he tries to use rollout, just dodge roll out the way. That's why rollout has 90% accuracy, dude. Use a different move. Alright, he's got the weird Kirby-shaped, explosives. And now get out of range for his little cage attack. He'll be stuck for a second, thinking, hey, how'd you dodge my attack, man? It's because you telegraphed it. Alright, he's causing a sandstorm. You know, it'd be funny if there was a Tyranitar behind him that caused it instead, and he's just making it look like he caused it. I hope you're enjoying Master Duel. Oh, that took damage. That's fine. Alright, the cage attack is the one that I definitely don't want to get stuck in. I feel like the sandstorm should be able to, like, have a wind effect. Uh-oh. Haha, you missed. Like, the sandstorm, I think, should have some sort of a wind effect here, but it doesn't. Alright, and for some reason he's got these weird doll things. I don't know. Alright, and he's gonna dance with one of them in attempt to run into you, but he's painfully inaccurate with it. And he tries to do another little dance. Alright, once again throws those weird dolls at you, and tries to dance with one of them again. Yeah, that's the thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! That look at the draw stuff. I mean, that's kind of the point of card games, but at the same time, it doesn't make it any less infuriating. When you don't get the cards you need, but it seems your opponents do. And down you go. He needs to go to an insane asylum. He looks weird. Alright, next up, the crystallized mid bosses. You know, because they're mid, anyways. Alright, Mr. Flossy trying to sell us his floss again. I don't want your floss, good sir. I got my floss at home. And down you go. And now time to deal with the crystalline, whatever the hell this thing is, I forgot its name. I kind of hate how weirdly tanky this dude is. He's just a crystallized egg. I never brought this up in my Return to Dreamland Deluxe playthrough, but Magolor kind of looks like an egg, and so does this guy. There's a running joke in the community that Magolor kind of looks like a chocolate egg, and they're right about that, really. You don't want to get too far in his hitbox either, because as I mentioned in one of the previous episodes, I'm not the biggest fan of when simply running into an enemy hurts you, but whatever. Especially when you're trying to hit the damn thing. Down you go. And now time for Elemental Hero Wild Edge. Ow. Alright, if that's what you'd like. And down you go. He was sent to the graveyard, everybody. Alright, time for the furry. Honestly, it feels so good to just say that just for fun. Alright, so she'll start off with this here claw attack. Ah, god damn it. Stupid shockwaves. Alright, she's got a few throwing knives. And anytime she tries to dodge away... Like, anytime she dodges away to try and hit you with the throwing knives, you can always just go into the direction she's running into. So you can have a bit more extra seconds to hit her. Or get hit by her. Nope, you missed. Ooh. I'm taking way too many hits. I don't like it. Alright, there we go, phase 2. And now the furry over here will have the power to clone herself. Or not just yet. And now she's over here copying her lion leader guy. Alright, and this here cloning attack, just dodge out the way of each and every one of them until the real one comes down. And she'll be stuck for a split second. Oh, come on, these stupid shockwaves. Or that too, I guess. Oh, come on. Alright, so she'll appear right over here once the spotlights go into one place. And now she's dead. Alright, next up, the other set of mid-bosses. Alright, first up, Bonkers. Oh, that hit was worth it to get some good damage off. Die already. Alright, I might need to heal after this one. Alright, once again, it's the crystal egg. Alright, you'll try to rise up from the ground like that, giving you a few seconds to hit him. Alright, he's almost down. Seriously, this hitbox is really dumb. Again, your hitbox sucks. There we go. And now Discount Swan is back. Ah, come on, try and hit me with those tornadoes. John, you still tornado hold? What do you think this is, Mega Man 8? Well, Florina, I'm gonna tell you right now, you can tornado hold these nuts. How about that? Alright, now she'll do a spinning attack from the middle. Simply run away. Get a few hits in while she's standing there trying to take a pose. Down you go. I also noticed one really broken thing about the Morphodite Sword, even in the base game. You heal after a bit. I think if you get some combo attacks off. But if you're really good with combo and not getting hit, you can basically stay at full HP. Alright, and now it's time for Wispy Woods with a goatee. That is not what I wanted. There's got a lot of hot air over there. Alright, jump out the way of the giant clouds. Goddamn Gordo. Yes, if you had a nickel, that is really weird that it happened twice. Alright, I often forget sometimes that you can actually stand on top of these roots to dodge one of— oh, for fuck's sake. To dodge one of Wispywood's series attacks. This one, specifically. Alright, get a little damage in there before he blows some more hot air. Oh, for fuck's sake, how do I keep getting hit by the gate? Ah, he sent me back over there again, and now he's got his little fence attack. And the Gordos come falling down. But it's pretty easy to find ways to hit him from here. And down he goes. Alright, next up, King DDD. As the leader of the Beast Pack. Alright, he'll start off with those 6 evolved Awoofis, I guess. I'm not entirely sure what to call them. But I always start off this fight with a nice little spin attack to get them out the way. I keep jumping into the air, like this. Until DDD comes down with that final jump. Ah, for frick's sake. Alright, come on, hit me with a 3rd one. There we go. Kinda hate some of the lingering hitboxes in this game sometimes, but oh well. They're manageable to play around. Ooh. Bro's using his side special from Smash Bros, but he missed all 3 times. It would be cool if you can, like, hit those back to him, but sadly you can't. That makes sense. I do it all the time as well. Gotta take the opportunities when they arise, right? Alright, so he'll come down with that giant pillar, and there's a permanent bit of ice physics on the stage for the rest of the battle, which is fine, because it's very manageable. It doesn't take up too much space. Alright, you can kind of stay out of range here from his attack if you'd like to. Or if you're feeling real ballsy, you can always try to get into the middle there and try to attack him as he's rotating. Alright, you can actually float over the crystal spikes. No, you cannot. I lied. Alright, I'll try coming closer to you. Ah. Oh. Oh, we're fine. And you're done. King of the Beast in my ass. And next up, the giant monkey. How many giant monkeys do we need in Nintendo, huh? Dog Killer's more than enough. Alright, I'll start off with his up special over here, flinging a bunch of rocks into the air. Once he starts getting dizzy, you can always dodge roll your way in there while he's stunned, but sadly, I was not fast enough. Alright, he'll use a stop attack, thinking he's Void Termina. Heh. I'm too nimble for that. I should have mentioned this before, probably during the base game, but one problem I kind of have with some of the bosses is how much running away a lot of them do. And that's going to become very apparent with a few later boss fights. Like, y'all running away for what? Alright, he'll jump like that. Once again, thinking he's Void Termina. See, it looks like he could also be a monkey ball boss fight. I can see that. Ah. Alright, there we go. Now we're in phase 2. Hit him a few times, get a little chip damage in there. And a little bit of chip damage is always nice. Alright, once again, thinking he's Void Terminate. Alright, and this one I like to dodge into. And I jump over this one. Try to get a little extra damage in on them when you can. Alright, now he's going to use his up special again. And now he gets a little dizzy after a bit. Come on. I was able to jump out of the way there. Star allies. Hey, can quit running away, dude. Alright, let's not play too risky here. I think if I just had an extra second there, I could have killed him, but that's fine. Goodbye. You giant monkeys, there's too many of them. Alright, next up, Meta Knights. Oh, sword? You gonna give me a sword? Too late, man, I already have one. I mentioned this before in previous Kirby playthroughs, but it just shows how honorable Meta Knight is. Even when he's under somebody else's control or under some sort of dream state, he still has the courtesy to give Kirby a sword. Even other spin-off games like Kirby's Epic Yarn. I believe it's a remix of the Halberd theme in this song. Come on, I could dodge that. Alright, kinda like dodging through this attack because it gives me quite a few opportunities to hit him. Oh, come on. Alright, jump out of there for this one. I like that there's so many different games where Meta Knight could just clone himself. Oh, come on, man. Hit me one of those attacks again. Alright, get out of the way of this one. Don't want to get hit by that, it's a whole combo attack. Ah, you got me. Alright, get my power back and start running. You know, it gets tired after doing that after a while. Maybe he's got endless stamina, I don't know. You say that about a lot of fictional characters, in fact. I just Meta Knight over here. There we go, phase 2. And then, for some reason, Kirby just ends up all the way over there. Don't know why that happens. And now he can call himself up to, I think that's 10 times, I can't count it. He's moving too fast. Alright, now he has the power to levitate rocks at him. Been able to do that since Star Allies. Uh-oh. I somehow didn't get damage from that, but I'm not complaining. I better respect him. Alright, now he'll go into the middle stage, stabbing in between here, but he does this not once but 3 times. I'm kind of dreading trying to block this attack in my no ability run. I keep calling on yourself. Oh, come on. Taking way too much damage out here, and I don't like it. Alright, big slash again. He'll probably do a second one. There we go. Alright, here comes this attack again. I call it 1,000 slashes. And, oh come on, I could have got the hit off before getting hit. Only in this and Star Allies, I'm pretty sure he does that attack of all of his boss fights. Alright, next up, Beastly, DDD, I guess we should call him. Now, I complimented this boss fight quite a bit in the base game. And now this tornado attack I'm not the biggest fan of. I think the hitbox is much wider than it was in the base game, and I don't know, it just makes it a little annoying to dodge when you have these lava trails here. Yeah, see what I mean? Not the biggest fan of that hitbox. Whatevs. Alright, just like his earlier boss fight, he'll do this. And I'd argue this is easier to dodge than his previous boss fight. And this attack is pretty decent to deal with. Just let him go over here. Ah, my god. And now we got dizzy again. He'll try to throw flaming hammers at him. How does he not catch fire? I don't know. For some reason, DDD can stand on lava in this boss fight. What, does he become fireproof here? I don't get it. There we are. So that's how you best dodge that attack, I'd say. Oh, jeez. Do not remember that being there. Can't touch this. Hey, Derby boy, how you doing today? Uh oh. Ah, this is a bad idea. And we're fine as long as we keep holding upward. Sometimes I forget he does that. Anyways. Alright, he's gonna use Meteor Storm. What is this, a Tales of game, huh? Oh, we got whatever shiny you're looking for. And which anime are you watching? Alright, he'll try to tackle at me, and once again, how is he standing in lava? I don't get it. Oh. Take this. Maybe he's just naturally a fire elemental this whole time, who knows? Alright, here comes the beasts again. I hit him with the spin attack. Best way to get him out of there, because there's quite a lot of them, so it's best to clean him out as quickly as possible. Yeah, you got killed by your own leader. Alright, this gets him a little tired. Too bad he's standing around a bunch of lava, so you don't really have many chances to hit him. Alright, here comes the beast again. Come on. There we go. Alright, have him clear out the enemies himself. I feel like one other thing you could possibly do in this boss fight is try to predict where he might land so you can have a few more opportunities to hit him. I probably charged that spin attack a little too late. Well, I still got him in the last hit. There, we're going down, he goes. And now next up, another furry. Because I totally needed to fight one of these guys again. Anyways. Alright, next up, Leongar. It's like if Mufasa grew legs. Well, or just learned that he could stand on his legs. Alright, he'll start doing his little animal pose here. For some reason, his whole face just becomes a hitbox if you stand in front of him for too long, which I'm really not the biggest fan of. But still. Alright, you can even try to get behind him and to get some damage in there. Which is probably the thing you should do, but still. Alright, he's gonna throw up some more lasers. Like, imagine trying to vomit a laser. That sounds awful. Every Pokemon that ever used Hyper Beam ever. And he's got his fiery claws. Just dodge right through him, get an extra hit in there. He'll do it 3 times, as you see here. And down goes phase 1. Next phase 2, we'll see Ecto Forgo take control of him. Aha. Oh, that's okay. No need to apologize for that. And here comes Ecto Forgo again. And this time he's a separate entity in this fight. Throwing some small shadow balls at you. But I think it's like a 2-on-1 that works really well in my opinion, since the attacks are nicely telecrafted. And they give you plenty of space too. Oh, come on, I could have dodged that. Alright, now Ecto Forgo will show up in the middle of the stage and do this huge detonating attack that takes up 90% of the stage. I still remember the first time I got hit from that, and oh my god, but hey, at least I learned. As my little sister once said, what do we learn when things like that happens? Alright, you'll try to drag his claws through the floor. The stupid fire hitboxes. Alright, that's the shadow thing I was talking about before. Thankfully, it only hits the floor, really, so you can easily float over it. I keep vomiting a laser. Plenty of chances to hit the lion. Alright, you can just stay floating in the air whenever he does this. Take a few seconds. Stay in the air once again until he's done slashing. Ah, come on, man. Alright, let me get that before Ecto Forgo blows me up. You know what, I can risk it. I should do a Kirby Nuzlocke, that'd be cool. Give that a try like Failboat did. Probably in Return Dreamland. Been a bit some time since I played that one, so why not? The only problem is I'm not entirely sure how I can, like maybe I can always keep a mental note. I'm relatively good at that, but I feel like there should be a better way for me to keep track of how I'd do the different abilities. Or I can even do that in Superstar Ultra. One thing I was thinking of, if I ever see that old friend of mine from back in high school, again, who was a huge Kirby fan, he's the guy who gave me that copy of Cave Story that I have on my Switch 1. Nope, I don't want to lose my sword, thank you. Don't want to redo this whole thing. Down you go. But anyways. Like, if I ever see him again, we should do some, like, Kirby races. Or we try to do the arena and the true arena and see who beats it first. And we can always choose which game to do it in. Or just one of the boss rushes. Some of the earlier Kirby games, like Squeak Squad, has that. But anyways, next up, Morpho Bitch. Alright, so remember what I said during the Gormondo fight earlier? That a lot of the bosses in this game tend to dodge around a bit? Yeah, I think it's most apparent here. Because Morpho, I swear, anytime you get close to him, he'll start just constantly dashing away or disappearing. It's really dumb. Alright, so don't try to dodge out of the way of the flame tornadoes, because the fire apparently bypasses your whatchamacallit, invincibility frames. I think it's the only boss fight in the game that does that. Also, one thing about this fight, unlike in the base game, the Void Soul boss theme plays here from Star Allies. Still the best song in that game, in my opinion. I mean, that makes me think that maybe Morpho Knight has some sort of connection to Void Soul, but who knows. Oh god. Ah, I didn't think it was gonna do that. It went behind him, but at least I got some chances to hit him. Do you know what? Oh. Ah! Rookie mistake on my part. Give me my sword back. Yes, my trip is great. Oh. One thing I kind of miss, which I don't think this version of the game has, unlike the base game, where if you get hit by that sound wave attack, it kind of distorts your, like, your orientation on the screen a bit. Kind of like how in Star Allies that could take control of your partners. So I guess that's like, that was an evolution to that effect. But it doesn't seem to be here. I thought I didn't notice it, I don't know. Also, camera, focus, what are you doing? Camera being funny. Can't touch this, heh. Alright, now we're into phase 2. And you'll summon his ghostly flames again. One thing I should have mentioned with the base game, actually, like if y'all wondering how Efless came back as Chaos Efless, is because of that orange butterfly absorbing the power effect of Forgo. And even without Elflin, that allowed Efless to come back. Just from the power of that orange butterfly. This also implies that, since that butterfly needed Galactonite as a host, as we saw back in Star Allies, he's still taking control of Galactonite as we speak, even right here. Makes me think who else this butterfly could possess or take control of. We might see that in a later Kirby game at some point. Get out of your combo. Call it a combo breaker if you will. Yeah, keep standing there like a pissant, dude. You're making things easy for me. Alright, he's gonna use his flare tornado art. Y'all ripping off tails of man with these arts. What are you doing? Anyways, you're dead. Alright, and instead, it seems, that goddamn heart again. It's blue this time. Alright, and this is the final battle, and I still have plenty of little tomatoes to eat. 3 of them, to be exact. But anyways, let's do this fight. I guess the ultimate cliche again. Oh, let's just skip this cutscene. We've already seen this. Yay, the lightning effect. I cannot pronounce that for my life. And trying to pronounce that, I get hit. Alright, which one of those holes are you gonna pop out of? Neat attack, though. I like how it's animated. And this crystallized attack is very similar to the attack DDD can do. Albeit I think this attack is better, though. Just gives you more room to dodge it. Alright, which one of those holes are you gonna pop out of? Haha! Alright, and on to phase 2. Alright, now he's gonna change designs just slightly. Making us think he got stronger, but no, he didn't. Alright, clone yourself again. Imagine if you could clone yourself. I wonder what that's like. I get a little chip damage in there while you can. Bad idea. Ah, I've been crystallized, goddammit. Alright. Alright, his giant crystal attack. And it's easily broken. Haha. Can't do those things with me, you can't play passive with me, dude. Alright, and this laser attack. For some reason I have a lot of trouble dodging, I don't get why. Yep, right there. What did I say? Ah, whatever, at least it doesn't do that much damage. Alright, Meteor Storm once again. And down he goes. And onward to phase 2, because he's big now. As I mentioned before in the previous episode, definitely reminds me of the Darkrai fight from Poke Park 2. Only with definitely a bit flashierness, I guess. Alright, he's gonna give us a Kamehameha, just get out of the way of those crystal guys. Alright, he's gonna hit us with the hand slap attack. We're copying from Master Hand now. Oh, I thought I was gonna get hit there. Alright, he's gonna summon a building from his drawer. His dimensional drawer. I feel like that shouldn't be casting a shadow till he's right about to hit it, like right there. It was casting a shadow before he had it downward. Oh. Alright, Twin Sword attack. But I think he's Shadow Mewtwo now. Alright, comes this here tail attack. Now he's thinking he's a Monster Hunter boss. Alright, just as he's about to slam down, move out the way. You know, it'd be funny too if you could just cut off his tail if you hit it enough times, but sadly this ain't Monster Hunter, so we can't do that. Plus, that'd be a little too graphic for a Kirby game, despite the eldritch horrors we see in these games, but yes. And people literally straight up stating they have died. Oh, we'll get to that to a later Kirby game I plan on playing on the channel, but still. Alright, now he's gonna do this, sound wave attack, I guess? Oh, it's not exactly a sound wave. And down you go. Alright, next up, the true final boss. And we get a cherry with it, and I'm at full HP. And we get some treasures as well. Well, guys, it's time to see what new bosses lie ahead from here. I don't think the Coliseum is, what am I calling it, required to fix up any messes that happen from here. So, might as well do it. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna need them safety checks. Oh, are we fighting Chaos Elfless again? Oh, come on, I don't want to fight. Wait a minute. Lord of Chaos, Chaos Elfless. I mean, his spear's different. Oh, he's got crystals. Oh no, man, he's gonna do something with them. Oh boy. That's one thing that a lot of modern Kirby games do, is they'll have new boss fights like this that you literally cannot practice for. Which is, I mean, pretty decent, I guess, in some ways. I don't know. Feels like if you want to practice for it, you're gonna go through a bit of a challenge, you know? This boss fight, but it's even... Well, this boss fight wasn't so bad in the original, I'd argue. In the base game. Alright, he's got the... Oh, teleporting lasers. Alright, I see how this works. Oh, so this is the game we're playing. Ah, my... Come on, Kirby. Ah. Get the freaking thing, dude. What are you doing? Oh, boy. Alright, it doesn't bypass my immunity, which is good. Oof. Now it's even more difficult. Uh-oh. Ah! One thing that about F-Liss's eyes here, Chaos F-Liss's eyes actually will follow the player. Like, will actually stare at the player on the screen, while Fecto F-Liss's eyes will follow Kirby. Never mentioned that in the base game either. It's a nice little fun fact. How did I not get hit with that? Whatever. Oh. Hey, you missed. Yeah, just keep standing there, my dude. You're making things really easy. Why are you standing there? Do something, my dude. Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, you can get your ability back relatively quickly in this game. But still. Alright, you're at half HP. There should be a phase 2 coming in soon. Just keep on dodging. Alright, here comes phase 2. Let's see, will he try to heal himself, or he'll turn the sky gray again? Or was the big avatar, huh? Where's the Ultra Instinct looking ass avatar you always summon, huh? Uh-oh. And again, those portals are very similar to the ones Magolor uses when he's under the control of the Master Crown. So that shows that Fectolopholis's power is very similar to that of the Master Crown. Just a lot of connections to previous Kirby bosses. Always gotta bring them out. Always gotta mention them whenever they come up. Ow, wait. Alright, I only took chip damage there. Better that, I suppose. Oh. Alright, the shadow, the one with the shadow is the one that's real. Gotta remember that. Ah! Alright, now it looks like those spears will keep hitting you. That's an interesting way to make this fight a little bit... Or this part of the fight a little bit more difficult, I guess. But I think it gives you a little too much leeway there. Oh, giant meteorites. That's covering more than half the stage. Oh boy. Oh my god. Okay, what am I supposed to do about this? Nothing, I guess. I don't know. Oh. Oh, my power, give me... I don't want that, thank you. Alright, he's got his Chaos Spears again. Come on, try and hit me, you know you want to. And then the multiple teleporting again that we see with a lot of Kirby bosses. And a Kirby boss, if they ain't teleporting all over the place, right? Ow. Goddamn crystals. Oh, oh my god, there's two of them. This is getting out of hand. Ah, that's not good. Alright, get out the way. Yeah, the stage is really indestructible. Like, how is the stage still intact? I mean, at least some fighting games like the My Hero Academia fighting games, like you destroy things, parts of the arena get destroyed. It makes sense. Right, give me the sword. I don't want to lose that. Alright, am I gonna have to deep throw him again? Probably. Yep. Come on, man. This is rated E for everyone. Whatever. Why is this game insisting on trying to destroy my Joy-Cons? What is it with these Kirby games, goddammit? Come on, get, okay. And here we are. See, it's surrounded by crystals. It's totally a different boss fight. Oh my god. Huh. That actually looks kind of hellish. It's like the deep reddish black color that's going on that makes it look like that, I think. Huh. You know what this kind of reminds me of? The Apocalypse fight in Digimon Adventure anime. Where he uses different powers of the previous villains. I wonder if I can hit them and it causes damage to them. Can I? No. So I guess I just gotta wait it out until they disappear. Can't touch this. Ah! Alright, you can touch this. Right, give me my sword before you do anything stupid. What the? Should I still hit him from here? Should be able to. Oh no! Get out of there, Kirby! I can't run any faster. Yes, I can. And Kirby final boss fight a fuck ton of lasers, right? Oh god. These lasers do a fuck ton of damage too. Look at this shit. I can't. I got no space to dodge. This ain't right. Okay, there we go. And here comes the quad cutter attacks. Oh boy. Thank the Lord for this dodge roll, I swear. Whatever god exists in the frickin' Kirby world, thank the Lord for it. Get a little extra chip damage in there. Alright, here comes these apparitions again. Oh god, there's 3 of them. Get over here. Alright, and the second phase already, eh? And now it's hell on earth in the background. As I mentioned in the base game, this attack is very similar to the one Sectania's Soul will use in Triple Deluxe, only in a 3D environment. Void and Star Allies uses an attack very similar to this as well. If you saw that in the Star Allies playthrough. Uh-oh. So this is what we're gonna have to do, huh? Okay, how am I supposed to get on top of those, huh? Oh, I guess that's how? I don't get it. Am I supposed to stand there, or...? I am so confused. What am I... Oh, jeez. Oh my god, it's the sun. Ah, god. Ow. This kind of reminds me of that one stage from Mega Man 03. Or 04. Where you gotta stay out of the way of the heat, or you take damage. Oh, great. He's gonna do the soul attacks. The bounce ball. Oh. What are these? Freaking eyeballs that are made out of ice. You know what? This is very similar to Miracle Matter from Kirby 64. We'll use different Kirby abilities against him. Oh, God. Alright, here comes the bounce ball attack. Oh, God. Very similar to Void's attack. Oh, my God. Kirby, get the fucking power. This is so hectic, and I love it. Oh my God. How did I not get hit there? Iframes, that's how. Anyways, come on, I need to get some damage in there. I do not want to lose this. Alright, here comes the apparitions again. Well, this is gonna be fun to do no ability run on. Uh-oh. Oh, God. That's not good. Ah. Alright, perhaps I should focus more on evasion here. Oh. Alright, we gotta do this again. Alright, perhaps it's better to wait a little bit until he's about to do this, the, sun attack. Just gives us a little more time. Alright, give me the power of shade. Come on. Oh, this is a really visually stunning attack. Cannot deny that. Alright, here comes this again. Perhaps this is also very similar to what Void does as well, copying certain powers from previous villains. And just straight up, like, using them as their memories or something, or their dreams or some garbage like what Fecto Forgo did in the base game. Which is why we see the previous villains, but they have all these different designs and new attacks. So this is probably just that in one boss fight. Which a lot of Kirby boss fights tend to do as well with, like, copy abilities and stuff, just furthering their connection to not only Kirby, but dark matter as well. Just like this attack, as I mentioned earlier, being similar to Miracle Matter, the penultimate boss in Kirby 64 before Zero 2. I'll probably bring that up when I eventually do that playthrough, but yeah. And knowing some other Kirby games, there might be another secret phase to this fight later on. I wouldn't be surprised. Can't touch this. And down you go. There's a secret phase to this fight? I hope not. The Starries. And yeah, Kirby games aren't exactly strangers to showing a bit of blood in their games, or at least something that looks like blood. Hey, Evelyn, you see that? There's something up in the sky. GG's indeed. Not the worst boss fight. I think the one in Planet Robot is still, worse than this. To this day, at the time of making this video, I still haven't finished that. I really should get back to that at some point. Yeah, you think that's bad? Aaron, you haven't seen any of the earlier Kirby villains like Zero and Zero 2. Look those up, you'll see what I'm talking about. In Dreamland 3 and Kirby 64. The skies are clear again. I can see the clouds, the birds are singing. Isn't it beautiful? I won! Yep, the true final boss of Kirby Dreamland 3 and of Kirby 64. Yeah, I'm the Kirby Master. They don't call me the Kirby Master for nothing. And now time to do this new ability. Well, better get practicing. At long last you did it, Kirby. You are the best of the best. Great, now give me my prize. Kirby! You've accomplished an extra great feat. Congratulations. I can't believe you survived to emerge from that place. You really are Kirby of the stars. I offer this reward to you. A true hero who did nothing else but save all of existence. You got 1,500 star coins I will use for nothing. And 1,500 starry coins. And these freaking rare stones that are fucking useless because I already got all the upgrades. You got a special figurine. Now what is it? You think that's bad? Dark Meta Knight in Triple Deluxe also has a little blood in his fight, and Stardream OS also has a little bit of blood in his fight as well in Planet Robobot. Alright, invasive species of distant stars. Two related invaders were born in a distant corner of this galaxy. Having seen the failures of his kin, who had gone to the planet earlier, the elder brother, I still can't pronounce that for my life, Meteonephalus, I guess that's how you say it, followed using the Starries. He took a more advanced form, but thanks to Kirby's efforts, the long history of invasions is at an end. Yay, the frame rate is very smooth, Nintendo. Congratulations to all who claimed victory in the glimmering space. Now that the Ultimate Cub ZX is cleared, the band can play more new songs. Told you, man. Rated E for everybody, right? You know, for kids. But anyways, why don't we end off this little finale with some gambling? Give me some trophies, I guess. Oh, don't worry, man. Take a little rest if you need it from looking at Kirby villains. Hello, Kirby. Thank you for saving this world from the Star of Darkness. Now that peace has returned to the land, I just had to add that part. I can feel safe observing the stars again. So, can I make a little trade while you're here? Yeah, why not? We have time for some gambling. Let's do it. Version 2. Pay 250 star codes, goddammit. Even in a game where I get these for free, I feel like I'm being ripped off. Yeah, the Infinity War jokes. I'll save those for the Smash Ultimate playthrough. But yeah, alright, a cactus. I got scammed. How did I get a cactus? You guys know why I don't like cactuses? I don't think y'all want to hear that story, do you? Alright, Sign Mouth Kirby. Kirby gained the powerful mouthful mode ability after he flew through a mysterious vortex. You know, technically for each time... No, never mind, I'm not gonna say it. When he finds a sign in an area where meteors have fallen and stuff's in his mouth, he could slide around in the shape of a board. He moves along kicking up snow and sand, and he can pick up speed with spin tackles. Oh, this is a special one. Hey, look at that, it's a photo of everybody. Commemorative photos. Kind of reminds me of the postcard from Super Mario Sunshine. The Beast Pack comes to play, animals all the way. Never mind the fact that Carol leads Leon along by the paw. The furries. What matters is that a commemorative photo inspires us to sing a certain theme song, right? All together now. Kirby, 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 his name you should know, never mind. Yeah, Zero also happens to be the leader of the Dark Matters, but that's a discussion for another day. Alright, Street Trees, I got scammed again. I put all my luck into that commemorative photo. How I feel every time I play a fucking gacha game and try to do some summons. I already got this game. This game is fucking rigged. Alright, this game is rigged, what did I tell you? Alright, I got two Mr. Flosties. The cool combo. Twin Wild Flosty. A double trouble. Twice the menace. Get ready for a wild rampage as snowballs roll and twin titanic terrors charge behind. Even the beast pack take notice, dubbing them the ferocious frozen fangs of Mr. Flosty's floss. Alright, freight container. No, it's Marley Void is the master of dark matter and Zero, as I mentioned in the Star Allies playthrough. Crystal, but I keep getting scammed. This game is fucking rigged. Alright, 2 more. Alright, Twinkling Star Showers. Song sign. Good conditions. Her song rang out not only on the worlds, but across the galaxy. Riding the radio waves emitted from the starship hangar long after there was no one around to hear it. It debuted on the ship's departure day. And yes, the soothsaying songstress was among those who chose to remain on the planet. That sounds like Star Ocean. Play Star Ocean if you haven't. It's a great franchise. Krakow? Well, I don't think Krakow and Zero have any connections, but still. Alright, Spaceship New World, which I don't remember this being in the game. The spaceship's New World is capable of warping to other galaxies, the Millennium Falcon. It's a prototype, but is similar to another ship that once took travel to the stars. In the familiar theme park Wandaria and a special song, you know the one, were used to make travel safe, feel safe as they boarded. Alright, I'm done gambling for today. Gambling ain't good for you. Alright, now with that being said, I shall do a little practicing, and in the bonus episode, before a certain other Kirby game comes out later this week at the time of me making this video, I've got to do the same thing, but with no ability. This is gonna be bad. Elflin, hold me. I don't think I'll be able to do this. Nah, I'm a master Kirby player. I'm a master gamer. I can do this. Have some faith. But anyways, if y'all enjoyed this edition, or finale, to the Kirby Star Allies plus Star Crossed Worlds playthrough and you want to see more, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow. Hit one of the videos you see on screen off on YouTube and that bell button for more. Special thank yous to both Aaron and Derpy Boy for joining me once again for this wonderful video, and consider becoming a YouTube member for $3 a month and a subscriber for $6 a month for wonderful bonuses such as ad-free experiences and other playthroughs those who are not on there don't have access to. Anyways, with that being said, for those of you on Twitch, let's see who we shall raid. Let me know who you'd like for me to raid, good sir. Whoever's, you got it. Alright, let me go type in that person's name. Alright, and they're playing Dead by Daylight. Send them in your own waiver and love and supports. Alright, and thank y'all for watching. See you in the bonus episode. Have a terrific day.